And I said, well, I better see y'all tomorrow at the film showing. So Nellie was happy, but that was a return. She let us speak. Now I helped her speak in front of those folks.
Among the 1,000,001 things Nellie has done, the building that I live in uptown, she helped us organize a successful rent strike back in, I think it was around 1990. So now you make the connection between 68 and 08 and what's going on. Tell us what your plans are now for the film. The trailer is up on YouTube. You can see like a couple of a minute and so clips. What do you want to happen now with the film?
First of all, the YouTube.com is under Columbia 68, or I think Kamal Suttles. You can look it up. You can just say.
You can search. I'd search Vala and Suttles, and it'll come up.
Well, everybody won't remember Vala or Suttles, so I tell them Columbia 68. When we first went on that site, by the way, there was only the Columbia Reel, which you saw some of that today, and the Grateful Dead and the Jimi Hendrix. So a lot more things are coming up there on Columbia 68 now. But in any case, we are. I asked for the feedback tonight, and somebody reminded me that I did that because when I got some kind of what was a jarring response to me, they said, well, you asked, it's like you wanted to improve it. I don't want to do anything else with it. I'm through. I have pulled down my entire retirement package that I had had for 30 years. And the only thing left is my California. I worked there for 5 years, so that's accruing to my great blessing. But the ones that I have been, those retirement things, deferred compensation, whatever they are. And it's not a complaint. I wanted to do this. This was my way of swashing this guilt, as I said, about leaving early, not getting arrested. I tell you what, Eddie, I have no more guilt anymore. I have done my part for the movement. Hamilton Hall, okay. I don't have to do that anymore. But we do have a person who is interested in acquiring the film, acquisition, she told me, just hearing what it was about at a program, thanks to my good friend Sam, who I love dearly. He referred us to a fundraising for filmmakers workshop. And at that workshop, a woman said she only funds $1 million and above. And I said, well, we've only got 50,000 sunk in. Does that count? She said, that's a different category, your acquisition. I said, that's even more better. So they buy you out your life rights or something, and I hope they try to keep the integrity of it, but
you could put that.
You can make that a stipulation.
You could put that. I know someone in another type of film, they did it and they changed the title and they kept the film the same way.
Yeah.
So you
well, Cicero Wilson was telling us Tabitha Smiley might be interested in doing that too.
Cicero
Wilson, right, president of SAS, because I wanted to be as best it could be as a first-time filmmaker. And my son here, I mentioned that I was a writer. He's really the film person. I'm not. I use disposable cameras at all times. The cheaper the better, and that's it, okay? So he's the one I get the $1,000 camera for because he has taken on interest in this and has gotten quite good at it, self-taught. And with the editing part, Final Cut Pro. And before I let him say anything, I do need to say this. We had competition in this, whether, I don't know how you put this, but Paul Cronin, the British filmmaker that I may have mentioned, came on the scene a year and a half ago, unbeknownst to us, and us being the black students. And it's like 8 months later, we heard about this, and that's when I said, oh no, you're not doing a film, we're doing a film, okay? So we both doing the film, and he has, bankrolled big time bucks. And we just didn't have the funds, so we did the best that we could do as a first-timer. And I think what he said tonight on camera is that anytime you can generate that kind of discussion, your film generates that kind of discussion, it's important. So I don't really need him to validate what I'm doing, but I'm just saying he will go on, he's going to get a PhD or something. I cannot go on. I'm 60 years old. I was a late mother, so he's 25. You do the math. When I had him, and I have a book already finishing that I've got to finish. And I just lost my computer today in a New York City taxi. So hopefully it will come back again, but I have a backup for it. But the point is, I can only do so much. I just recently moved to Florida, Hollandale Beach. I've lived both coasts and in the middle. This is the first time that I go swimming year-round. I went in the ocean Christmas Day, and it was wonderful. And that's what I'm about right from now on. So anyone who wants to do anything with this film, they can have it. And I would like Kamal Suttles, if he might speak a little bit about
Kamal,
what to do with the film.
you set up a website for this or email for this?
Actually, first of all, I want to say I'm Kamal Suttles, aka Strap Suttles, aka Happy Premise. Kamal Suttles is the name that I use when I'm creating my independent films and documentaries. Strap Suttles is the stage name that I use. Just a week ago, I was on the set of the Owen Wilson film called Marley and Me, where I played an extra. You'll see me moving boxes there, and it comes out in December. Happy Premise is the new message I have to the world, is to get happy. And that's an artist name that I use where I'll be going touring with Star Trek, with Pharrell and family. We're doing from Charlotte, California. And if you type in Kamal Suttles, K-A-M-A-U, Suttles, S-U-T-T-L-E-S, into YouTube, my whole life story is there. I use YouTube, as I always say, I'm a YouTube hero. My mission not done yet. A YouTube guru, get the world happy through the internet. So I'm the news basically, and that's how I feel. And I'm multimedia. Like I said, I'm producer, director, editor, writer, cameraman, guru of this Follow For You film. And I'm multimedia. I'm press. Like I do all that. I am the news. And what I wanted to say about the film, first of all, I'm a young black male, 25 years of age, and the perspective of the film that I had was for the younger generation, actually young white Americans specifically. I have a lot of white people that are in the film, and I tell them all the time, I said that, you know, they seem like they're kind of timid about being a part of the film or wanting to see the film, but I said, look, there's white people in the movie, so you don't have to feel left out. I'm not one of those type of black filmmakers who just puts a whole bunch of white people in the movies. I have a different angle that I use when to get everyone involved. That's not black and white, it's just everyone, no matter what your race. But I just wanted to say that that perspective of that is to get to the youth of America and get them to really understand this history and appreciate the history of this black students at Hamilton Hall, let them know what's going on at Hamilton Hall and what's currently going on. I mean, what went on at Hamilton Hall, excuse me, what's currently going on at Columbia University now,